Sam Altman got a job at Microsoft. It's not like he needed a job or that he needs to update his LinkedIn profile to open to work. Sam's a wealthy serial founder with a team of 500 people that are willing to follow him anywhere, and all of Silicon Valley willing to write him a blank check. And it doesn't mean that what happened at OpenAI is nothing and there's nothing to learn from it. I'm Igor Churic and I help startups fundraise from VCs and avoid common mistakes of first-time founders. OpenAI is a great example of the board having too much power and being disconnected from the founders and investors. Normal early-stage startups only have founders that are making decisions, and at pre-seed they might give away anything from 10 to 25% of equity and set up a board with one founder and one representative of the external investor. Is it an angel syndicate or a pre-seed fund? It's usually one-on-one. And the mistake that founders usually make is believing that because they keep 80% of their equity, they count for 80% of the decision-making power. But in truth, what they've just did is split the board 50-50, and the investor's representative has equal power as they do. If you read term sheets really well, the investor will usually also stipulate something like, in case of a deadlock, so if there's a 50-50 split on decision-making, it will swing the investor's way. And they usually put that in the shareholder agreement. Let's just say everything is all in well at pre-seed and you always agree with your investors, so the board is always on the same side and you reach seed fundraising. The VC at seed stage is going to give you capital, but they also want a board seat. And now you have founders with one seat and investors having two seats. Guess how easy it is to repeat the OpenAI scenario and essentially fire the CEO or any other founding team member. The investors hold all the power, even though the founding team might still hold 70% or more of the shares. This wasn't really the case with OpenAI. That's a much worse scenario, but that's going to be saved for tomorrow's video. Anyway, founders, please guard your board seats as much as you worry about dilution when talking to investors. Setting up a board immediately and putting the CEO and CTO on it is a good idea. When the pre-seed happens, and you give away one seat, it's still 2 versus 1. And when a seed investor walks in, offer up the pre-seed investor's seat instead of adding an additional seat to the board. Be in control of your startup, or you might just get promoted to guest, just like Sam Altman was this weekend.